Hi, I'm Adam Tasker. I work at the University of Bradford Union of Students. I've been here for about 10 years, and since 2017 we've launched and ran the Take a Hike project, where students get to support people with disabilities on a series of hikes around the UK and maybe even further. Take a Hike was started in 2017 here at the University of Bradford Union of Students, and it was specifically to get students to help people with disabilities and to then go on a series of hikes across the UK to finish with a big challenge in the summer. Our hikes are full-on proper hikes. We go all over the place. So far the group has climbed Snowdon, the biggest mountain is in Wales. They've climbed Ben Nevis, the biggest mountain in Scotland, and last summer they did Scafell Pike, the biggest mountain in England, which took 13 hours. We train all year, so we start at the start of the academic year in September, and we run all the way through until May, and then in May we go on a big challenge. This year the challenge is Slieve Donard in Northern Ireland. The reason we're going to Northern Ireland this summer is in memory of Ian Taylor, our hike leader, who sadly passed away last October. Ian's been with the group ever since we began. He's led every single hike and every single challenge, and it was always his goal for us as a group to go to Northern Ireland and climb Slieve Donard. So instead of the 3 peaks, we're going to do the 4 peaks. So we have to make it happen for his sake. So for the students, they get a lot out of this. I mean, a lot of students who come to Bradford are international students, or they're students from Bradford, and they might not have had that much experience of interacting with people with disabilities. This hike provides that experience. You know, because you could be up a mountain with a guy who's got a learning disability and he's blind, and the weather could come bad, you know, and what a hell of an experience that is. You're up a mountain. What do? Well, you need to be able to look after yourself, plus you need to be able to look after this person that you're looking after as well. And that's the bit that it gives you. It gives you that integrity, and it's also, you know, resilience that it builds. So if you're a student and, you know, you get asked in an interview, can you think of a challenging situation? Well, you've got one right there. I was at the top of a mountain with a blind guy with a learning disability, and the weather came bad and we had to get down. And that's real things that happens. Also, we get students who might feel a bit isolated or a bit lonely, and they're part of the team once they join Take a Hike. For the disabled guys who join, it's like a sense of community, and we get some really nice things said by like parents and families, because there's not much out there for people with disabilities, not much physical stuff, not like this. It's quite unique really, because it does form really strong bonds within the group, and people get to challenge themselves. They get to push the boundaries of what they physically can and can't do, and it's quite inspiring stuff. When we do a lot of these hikes, there'll be moments where we'll be at the top of a mountain, or on the way up the top of a mountain, or on the way down, and we encounter non-disabled people who seem to be struggling and moaning and saying, "I can't do this. This is too much." And then they see Luke going past them with his stick. They stop their moaning, they stop this, and you can see the impact it has on other people, because if you can get up this mountain and you can't see, then you can get up the mountain if you can see, you know. It's quite inspiring stuff. Okay, so we're part of the Students' Union. The Students' Union is a charity, but there's no funding for this kind of activity. So we've always been self-funded, and usually that's been through the lottery, through fundraising and things like this. So it's really important that we get funds to allow this to continue, because of the benefits to the students, to people with disabilities, and to everybody involved. The money will be used to continue the project for the next 2 years, 3 years, depends on how much money we'll get, and it will allow us to continue in Ian's memory, and also to achieve that Slieve Donard challenge for him.